In this video, we're going to cover top emerging analytics skills that you should build, plus provide you some insights on how you can build these skills. In this video, we're going to go through a podcast highlight with Fabio Alimini, who he was generous enough to spend 30 minutes of his time and come on our podcast. One of the topics that we covered were the trends that he looks for as an analytics manager. Plus, I had the follow-up question of, hey Fabio, how would you advise someone trying to break in the analytics space going about actually building that skill set? And he's got some really interesting ideas, so please stay tuned and watch all the way through the video. But before we get into all that, I need to give a shout out to our channel sponsor, HQ Greensboro. So I'm filming this in the North State Tech Lab in downtown Greensboro, in my co-working space, HQ Greensboro. This has been an amazing environment for me to build so many different connections within the business world. I've met multiple clients, and I've even found a business partner or two. So if you're ever in downtown Greensboro, please check out HQ Greensboro. It's a wonderful place. So now let's go ahead and listen to the podcast highlight. I think that you guys should get a bunch of value out of this. We talked about soft skills. What are some hard skills that are emerging right now?
I mean, certainly it's coding, right? I mean, coding to me, it's one of the was a fantastic one. It's about being able not be scared of coding. I think that's certainly changing, and that's great.
I'm scared of coding.
I'm a little bit, but that's to me is a major trend. When you see kids being part of their school, or sometimes even know kids on high school that they are focused on coding, that will open them many doors. Not only because it's a technical skills, but it trains their brains, logic. It's data. So
the judgment. I think a really good coder is almost like someone that's like playing music. Learning coding is like learning language. Mm-hmm. And there's some people that can write poetry. There are other people who can barely put two words together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and I agree. I mean, the way you learn is also like a language, right? In the beginning, you don't understand anything, and then you start getting more familiar. You catch some words here and there, and if you continue to train and develop, you'll be fluent. And coding is the same thing. Now, when you have a challenge, you basically feel very comfortable that you can do by yourself. Oh, I can grab this data, I can manipulate, I can transform, and I can have the story that I was looking for and validate my first impression or what the data is telling you. So to me, that's certainly the point. Is developing the coding is one of the main ones, and I'm amazed on how that is going through like people early in their careers, because that's really how can help to them.
Yeah. How do you feel? What are your thoughts on data visualization?
Certainly, I mean, at the end of the day, that is the top of the iceberg, right? A lot of times that's how people will see all your analysis and now the coding that is behind that. So basically be able to deliver that on an effective way, the data that's aligned with your insights is so important. Sometimes people have very limited amount of time to look at something, and if they look at visualization that is appropriate, they will not forget. So they remember the data. It's different than just looking at numbers. So the visualization can help you understand insights that is not only available when you look at numbers, right?
Well, I think that data visualization, and I don't know, I have never thought of it this way before, it's kind of a crossroads between hard skills and soft skills. Because good data visualization helps you tell a story with data.
Correct.
So that, I think that is, and that's what I've been telling people on the podcast and on the YouTube channel, is that if you want to get into analytics and you want your first job, learn some data visualization tools.
Yeah, I mean, I agree 100%. I think that's in the past was you'd say, learn Excel or learn on PowerPoint, right? But nowadays it's just migrating through that direction because again, coming back to the beginning of this conversation is about automation. So you might not need to take the data out of a system or having any manual input to generate a visualization, so it becomes more automatic. So having this skill is certainly very hot in the market right now.
You also mentioned another point that's kind of an offshoot of that, this concept of data democratization. So if you build effective data visualizations, these dashboards can empower anyone to use that.
Exactly, and that's how you become a more strategic business partner. So it doesn't matter the department you are, because people is not gonna get to you to say, hey, can you give me the sales report of last week, or how is this product performing this year versus last year? That's already on their hands. So it's data democratization. Now they're coming to you is, how can I improve my margins? How can I sell more of that? How can I cut cost, or in a positive way, getting more efficient, right? So basically that's the benefit.
So how, we talked about coding and data visualization. How would you go about building that skill set?
I mean, I would say is like find something that you're passionate and explore it. So it can be anything. If you're passionate about fantasy football, just go and put your data and analyze and take your own advantage by leveraging that data. If you're someone that really like to play with finance in your own home, with your budget and expenses on credit card, it's amount of data that you know the story, that you understand the trends, you understand what's happening. So it's a great opportunity for you to learn some of that skills and learn some transformation. Hackathons, for example. So hackathons to me is one of the best ones. So it's data competitions or data marathons, right? Mm-hmm. Where someone throw you a business problem, you have a limited amount of time to go and put some insights about that specific topic that someone's providing. So to me, a data hackathon, it covers a lot of the boxes in terms of data analytics and passion about it. First, because usually these hackathons, they happen on weekend or outside the normal business hours. So if you're taking your Friday night or Saturday and your Sunday to go with a bunch of people and play with data, you're probably passionate about that. You're trying to build that skills. You know, you would find a passion in data. You're having fun. So you're not doing, a lot of times there's no rewards. I mean, it's just for yourself to learn, or you're just having fun. So to me, that's certain way to go. When you're in a hackathon, that also means that you like to work in a group, right? Usually these data hackathons, they really incentivize you to go as a team. So you build a team where the teams, everyone can do a piece and everyone can collaborate in order to get a good result. Another thing is about technology. So you're going this hackathon and probably you have to learn something new, a way of do a code or a new tool, or how to display that information that you are not aware until the day you get there, but you're not afraid. You're going there knowing that you'll be you're going to improve your skills, that you're going to meet new people, that you're going to network, and out of your traditional hours. So that's just amazing to me.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, that is a fantastic way of growing those skills. But that's a little bit limited too, because hackathons are mainly for university students, right?
Yeah, there are some focus, but I would say in the marketplace, I'd say as tools are trying to help people to learn that skills, I think tools are facilitating that, or communities. Each of the visualizations tools nowadays, they have their own community, which is really a support environment where people can publish a data set, and then everyone going to be building a visualization on top of that data set, and then you'll be collaborating about the visualizations. What did they learn? What does the data tells about what's the story behind the data? So yeah, I mean, you have the opportunity via hackathons that are more academical, I'd say, but also there are opportunities to interact with other, I would say, more advanced users.
Well, there's also kind of a step down from hackathons. Tableau hosts these gatherings. These, I guess they would be, on the internet gatherings, like Makeover Monday, Workout Wednesday, Sports Viz Sunday, where you get together with an online community and you work on a specific data problem. This is a great way to build out your actual Tableau or data visualization portfolio.
Yeah, and as you build that, it's certainly going to help you in the end. There's a lot of people that are recruiting data professionals. They'll be looking at that thing because, again, it gives a lot of messages when you're doing that. So they will take that portfolio and see, okay, so this person is really developing these skills. It's proactive. No one is asking this individual to do that. Is something that's coming from themselves. So that's certainly a great point.
And then we actually talked a little bit on this last point. There is a way for you to get paid to learn skills, right?
Probably, yeah.
Didn't you say that a lot of work environments will pay you to learn new skills?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if there is a gap in the organization, so probably there is the interesting of these organizations to build those skills, whatever it is with their direct staff or eventually in the community in order to develop a pipeline for the future. But I would say yes, there is today companies are really willing to do that. But I would say with technology change, that also depends a lot on us. So sometimes you're going to learn more effective as going at night and watch a YouTube video on how to do something. And the company is not going to tell you to do that. The company certainly can go and stimulate that and give you the work environment and tell you, hey, there's no problem. It's the opposite. I really encourage you. It's from 8 to 5, and if you need to take some time over that hours to explore something new, just go for it. But also is all on us. We are responsible for the quality of our jobs. So also depend on us sometimes to go and say, hey, I need to learn something new. There is a lot of Coursera or LinkedIn Learning or Udemy. There you go, just go there. $5. You learn a new tool, you learn a new skills, you learn a new coding language, or you know a soft skill. So
shameless plug. I've got 3 new courses coming out on LinkedIn this month.
That's great.
There does seem to be a wide spectrum of online learning. Well, just in learning in general, and we're going to talk about this in one of the upcoming podcasts. But so there's a university, which is like very expensive. There are boot camps, which are moderately expensive, and then there's online learning, and it's self-guided, which means all of the responsibility is on you, but you can use YouTube or Reddit or the Power BI forums to learn, and it's essentially free.
I mean it's
like $9 for a course.
Exactly.
$5.
So opportunities are plenty, right? I mean, so it depends on us to go there, find something that we are passionate about, be interesting about learning something new. Be skeptical about the data, always making the next question so that will give you the answer that you're looking for.